fabulous shot.
Hello everyone and welcome to Michigan Women's Open presented by Samsung TV Plus. We are set to have an amazing clash between the Duchess of Doom, Allison Fisher, and Quickfire, Kelly Fisher. In the commentary booth for this match, we have Eric Jorleifson and Tim de Ruiter for you all. So, two legends of the game. What do you think here, Eric?
Well, it's a close match for sure. I mean, both are right at the top of the women's game. They both know each other very well. I'm sure they've played many times. Can't really give the edge and experience to Allison, I guess. I think it's going to be a close one.
Yeah, also not just competitive. There is, of course, a lot of rivalry, but they're also really good friends outside of the table.
Sure.
So
Yeah, both from England.
brings a lot of different dynamics. Almost made the 1. The 8 did have a shot, but
Bunch of balls tried to get in the top left corner there, but nothing went. Got 5 of them right near the pocket. Eight balls makeable on a combo here. One's going to get trapped behind the 5-7 though.
so this is a quarter-final match. The winner advances to the semi-final, of course, and the loser is going to be out. This is the single elimination stage.
She played safe there. She wasn't trying to make the 8. There was just not enough guarantee that the 1 was going to be makeable after making the 8. She left an edge of the 1, but I don't feel like enough of an edge to combo the 1 into the 8. Can thin it to the point where the 1 stops on the 7 and the 5 gets in between the cue ball and the 1. Had to kick at it.
Yeah, I was just trying to get some separation going on, and could have been way worse.
Yeah,
You'll have to play a strong shot on the 1 to get to the 2 ball on the bottom.
Yeah, that changes the whole feel of the rack, separating all those balls from the corner there.
Didn't manage to get on the 2 ball. We'll try to. Oh, okay. For a second, I was thinking she was going to try and go 2 rails and stick to the 6.
I saw that too. This is a good shot though. Allison can try to stick the cue ball here and use the 9-10 as blockers. 2's a little far off the rail where it becomes a little bit tougher to actually stick the cue ball.
Yeah, usually you would play this quite firm. Now I'm thinking you might have to play this medium pace so the cue ball really crawls against the 10.
Yeah, try to run it into the 10. Didn't hit it quite full enough for that shot though.
Well, that worked.
Yeah,
It's not completely safe, but she hasn't left it in front of the quarter either.
she left the right edge of it. Can thin the 2 to the left. Try to get the 5-7 as blockers. Good shot. Cover the 2 fully there. It's going to be a 1, maybe 2 rail kick off the left side rail. She'll be kicking to make this. Got it a little thick. Watch out for the cue ball behind the 6. Didn't get there, so first open chance of the rack goes to Kelly.
Not a super chance. It's not really a great opportunity with where the 3 ball is. Would like to stay up table, of course, for an easier combo.
Yeah, you got to slow roll this, and the thinness of the shot is going to bring the cue ball pretty far off the rail. Just going to have to cut the 3 more to be able to combo in the 8.
She could go around the 9 and the 10. She wants to let the stroke out.
Ooh, long distance, always a possibility for a miss.
Well, also maybe some doubt about that 3 ball.
Sure.
Not knowing what has to be happening, and then with the shot clock, you're kind of being pushed to, well, then I'm just, let me just make it. And
Yeah.
then
Ended up hitting it in between speed, kind of. Just didn't have the. Ooh, Allison missed the 2 there.
yeah, that's very unexpected. Maybe some early nerves.
Left this kind of funny. Allison's looking if she can make the 2 past the 8 using the rail at the same time. I feel like the 8's blocking a lot of the pocket. Or there's a good chance it'll jam, but worth going for. Backed away from that idea and she trapped her perfectly.
This is a really good shot. I don't think there's a way out.
Yeah, I mean, you could spin it with a bunch of right, but now the 6 is blocking the second rail. She'll be looking for a tie-up option here. Just can't hit the ball.
Can she push the 3 to an awkward position, maybe?
I think it is. Look at this. This is tough to get over the 3 here.
Yeah, she's really close to that 3, and then also, is there a path for 1 rail, or is she going 2 rails?
What a shot.
Wow, what a hit.
Wow.
Was it just in time? No.
Didn't. That.
Yeah, just out of time.
Oh, a shot clock foul. Wow.
Yeah.
Huh.
I mean, it was really close, but yeah, I was guessing it too. She hit it so good, though. Like, I mean, of course, she had left the 2 ball in the open, but
yeah.
I think it was already an achievement to hit the 2 ball.
Oh, yeah, it was a great shot. Five's a little covered by the 7. 5 does play in the long pocket if she wants. Probably end up going with that.
Yeah, didn't have a full pocket on the 3, so wasn't gonna shoot that with a lot of speed. Think she is still cheated though. Goes straight over to the side long rail.
Got in between here where she can't really move the cue ball as close to the 6 as she wants, but she'll be okay. Just take more distance on the 6. Follow up for the 7.
Yeah, had to settle down for a longer 6 ball.
Might have to draw this, which makes the shot a little tougher, but the 7's close enough to the side.
Well, and you don't really have to go all the way up. Probably a diamond or 2 will already be okay to be shooting the 7 at least.
Oh, the draw got her there. The speed
and that
got
cue
her.
ball. No.
feel like the natural angle here is tracking the cue ball between the 9-10 and the right corner pocket. She can take advantage of that. She could decide to draw it to the left of the 9 as well. Probably would try to avoid the draw because she's so close in the pocket. Wow, mistakes in the first rack here. There's a 2-rail save, cutting the 6 to the left. Maybe trying to play it near the 8 and bring the cue ball down behind the 10-9. Could go side rail to side rail as well.
And she could also do the same thing over the left side, trying to get behind the 9 and the 10. 4 rails.
Yep. Which one do you like?
I think I might like the left side because the 6 is always going to go off the long rail, might go behind the 7.
Yeah.
So there's 2 balls to get behind.
On older cloth, I like that shot. I feel like you could get caught by the slide going 3 rails here.
Yeah, it is going to open up, so you got to make sure you don't run into the 8, but you got to be really close to the 8 going around the angles.
It's actually a 2-way bank available too. She might be playing that. That was a tough one to cut in.
I think she was trying to get behind the 9-10.
Pardon me, yeah, she played my save behind the 9-10.
Then still, most of the shots they're getting at this point are kind of awkward. Just like this one, this is impossible to hold for the 7 in the side. So you already have to go for the 7 in the top right corner. Held it quite good though.
Yeah.
Could have been way worse.
Yeah, got close enough to it that she's in a pretty good spot here. Pretty straight. Might have to draw all the way down for the 9 in the side pocket.
Or is she able to still cheat the
it.
pocket a little bit? Yeah.
Could. We'll look at, watch out for the 10 here. She's good.
I think she's got perfect on this 9 ball.
Yeah, she did. Nice shot.
Soft stun. Pocket speed on the 9.
Few mistakes in the opening rack, but Kelly gets off the first mark on the board.
Yeah, wondering why they might struggle in the beginning.
The humidity's picking up a little. The humidity's picking up a little bit. You know?
Well, and also I'm guessing, of course, like they have played each other a bunch, so there's always gonna be something in between them. And then sometimes it gets a little rusty. You know, like in the beginning, both players are looking at, okay, how strong is she starting? How strong am I feeling? You know, a little bit trying to catch the vibe a little bit.
Yeah.
And then at some point when they figure it out, then they go.
Putting a little too much pressure on themselves at the beginning of the match, kind of. Yeah. It's like in a boxing match, the fighters kind of feel each other out for the first minute or so.
Side rail break.
Hit it well. A lot of spin on the cue ball. Square enough. Didn't get one.
Yeah, quite some movement on the balls with breaking so much spin. Usually, the more spin, the less movement.
Yeah, you'll get less energy in the cue ball, but yeah, got a good spread there. Just didn't make anything.
Yeah, again, quite an awkward shot.
Yeah, this seems like there should be an obvious save, but can't quite see it. I mean, you could try to get the cue ball behind the 9, but the 3's in the way of that track.
Is she gonna cut the 1 and go in between the 3 and the 2 rails into the 5?
Nice shot. 5's gonna get in the way though.
Yeah. Of course, what I meant by awkward is not making the one, but just getting on that 2 ball. So much traffic.
I think you got to try to kick it in here. Oh, 3's actually in the way of that.
Like I said, it's a weird start so far.
It is, yeah. Like this should be a way easier kick than it is, but different balls are blocking the most obvious angles.
I might be spinning, like kick a little bit earlier on the rail next to the 3 and then with spin softer just to make a contact. This way,
The
that 9 ball comes into play.
Yeah. But if you hit the right side of the 2, you're going to create separation.
Yeah, there's good things that can happen. It's just.
Yeah, 9 was there.
And also, well, if you are playing and you're not playing with the shot clock, you have so much time to really figure that out and still, yeah, nudge that little piece and be good.
Right.
Now they feel rushed and they don't really get the chance to figure it out, and then, yeah, this kind of happens.
Yeah. I feel like she'll stay on the short side here.
Yeah, came up a little straight on the 3 ball. So straight draw along the rail for the 4 ball on the bottom left. Small angle going to the short rail. Not really what she was hoping for.
Yeah, got funny again. I mean, she can definitely draw. I didn't play the longer position on the 5, but I feel like really got to overhit it to kind of force it to the short rail and get the cue ball closer to the 5. So.
Well, especially in the beginning, if you can get some close positions, you can build the speed, the feeling for speed control a little better. If you have to shoot these long shots all the time, it feels uncomfortable. If you're in stroke, this is easy work, but just to start the match with, you would like to, get it easy, of course.
Nice shot there. Controlled stun play.
Yeah, she's back on track now. Now she's going to play for the 7 in the right side pocket. Top right spin. Oh, she hit that a little soft. She might get, I was going to say, maybe second prize for the 7 in the top right corner, but she got just okay.
Just far enough, yeah. Play a little bit of draw here. Play to the left of the corner pocket. Probably going to have to move the cue ball 3 rails here, but it's a shot she shot hundreds of times in her life, if thousands of times.
Yeah, a little more speed, and she will not be happy with this outcome.
Cue ball's moving naturally towards the 10, but shot is just tougher than she would have wanted.
Can you beat the scratch? I think she will have to stun her out.
Really? Okay.
Yeah. Oh, she played this with draw. I would have rather played it with inside and go 3 rails around.
Just
than
not
this.
afraid to be far from the ball, yeah.
Well, showing she's feeling confident, but some pressure on this 10 ball.
Good shot.
Yeah, it's a confidence booster, that 10 ball. She makes the lead a little bigger, 2-0, and I feel Kelly is, at this moment, a little stronger so far in the beginning of the set.
Yeah, they've both had some tricky looks. Missing the 2 for Allison there had to be a bit of an eye-opener for her. Gonna have to recover from that. Kelly's been really successful in the Predator Pro Series, winning multiple times.
So now breaking. I think she moved sides.
She did. Got the one tracking the right way. Made one on the side. Perfect result on the one.
If the 2-ball goes to the top right corner, this rack should be quite easy.
Yeah.
3 and the 4 are next to each other for the 4-10 combo.
Tough to see from our angle if the two passes.
I was gonna say if it doesn't go in the top right, it's really tough to get to the right side of the 2.
Yeah, the way she's queuing, she's gonna play it in the easy pocket.
Yeah. So now one rail up to the center of the table. Would like to be as straight as possible on the 3.
Got too much angle, so she's going to avoid the combo on this one.
Yes, well, I mean, she didn't have to shoot a combo, obviously, but I was thinking if she can get straight. But it's an open run out. And I agree, she should be out here still, so.
She's right in line now. Got the right angle to move towards the 7 here.
Yeah, just needs to make sure she gets something comfortable in the 8. Either gets really close to the 8 so you can maneuver the cue ball maybe 2 rails around the 9, or she played it the other way. But I would always like to be really close to the 8.
Yeah, anytime you're closer to the next ball you're shooting, your feel for position increases exponentially.
Yeah, this is to get on the hill in the first set. Nervy start from both players, but Kelly is the one taking off here.
Yeah, caught a break and run here. Quick action as always.
Well, there's a reason why we call her quick fire. 3-0, Kelly Fisher.
I believe all the women's quarterfinal matches are playing right now. Che Chu is playing Jasmine Ocean. Christina Tkach is playing Wei Wei. And Chihiro Kawahara is playing Meng Hung. Five Asian women in the final 8.
Yeah, always looking strong in the women's field. In the men's field nowadays, it's a little bit more mixed. In the women's game, they show up quite often. So Kelly Fisher breaking, same side, looking to have the same result. A little bit more cut on the 1, but she's made the 1, so can stay, and did not end up with a shot on the 2.
I think the combo's in a decent enough line that she can try it. That's a good sign for Kelly if she starts making the 1 on the side, though.
I don't like the combo that much. I might go off the left side and try to go 3 rails behind the 6-5. Like this.
Bit of a negative safe there. She hit it perfectly. If there's room between the 4 and the side rail to hit the 2, she's going to kick at the 2 withdrawn, try to draw the cue ball back behind the 4.
There's also another shot. If she can go rail first into the 2 and then rail again, she could get the cue ball underneath the 10-8.
See that? Yeah.
A lot of right spin. She went for distance and oh, nice shot. Strong move from Allison Fisher.
only has the right side of the 2, so got to figure out some kind of safe with the cue ball going to the right.
Well, she could go around the angles again, trying to get the cue ball up table behind the 4, the 2 on the long rail, and knowing if you get the cue ball to that top short rail, Allison will have to get back to the 3 ball. She took the more risky option. I think it actually worked out, the bump.
Yeah, I don't feel like she has the angle here. Excuse me. She's looking at pocketing it actually, so does barely have enough. Nice hit. Allison needs a run out to get her going in this match. Look at this. The cue ball's traveling a little too far towards the 4, I think. Might be straight enough that she can hold it.
Well, and if it's really the worst angle, then you might want to just run into the 4 and take a little gamble.
Could play around it as well. Yeah, she knew she would be just able to get straight enough on it.
She got a little in between, though.
She did, yeah.
The only thing I'm now wondering, does the 10 pass the 8? Because if you make the 4 in the bottom right corner, then there would be a 5-10 combo. Optional.
She can actually make it in the left corner and just play the cue ball up the right side of the table. That's what she's going to go for.
Is a more angle shot, though, so it's tougher to judge.
Yeah.
And to hold the cue ball as well is touchy, but comes with a higher reward than the option I just gave.
She's in line now. Cue ball might be tracking a little further right than she would like here, but can just manipulate it between the 6-8. Good shot. Two rails forward on this one, just trying to get as close to the 7 as you can.
Two rails up to the 7.
Cue ball's tracking to the right a little bit, which you didn't want. There is room on the short side if she decides to play there. Might be just straight enough to hold the angle coming straight back.
She might have to go to the short side if she has a small angle.
Hit it nicely.
Yeah, it would be good to see Allison Fisher get her first game on the board. Hasn't been showing much so far this set, and well, Kelly's already on the hill. Doesn't want to lose the first set in such a manner. Ooh. Just okay. I thought he was going to be gluing to the rail.
Yeah, underdrew it a little bit. Gonna have to kind of elevate the back end to get into the bottom of the cue ball here, but I think just trying to hit it with a little less speed. Not trying to draw all the way back to get perfect on the 10. Good shot, good speed. Well, of course, we know Allison's just never going to roll right over, and she's back in the set now.
Yeah, a long way to go. Allison Fisher down 3-1. But at least she'll be breaking and maybe can catch a little gear. It's just a race to 4 these sets, so you should never really get the feeling that there is no way you can come back from any deficit.
Yeah. Yap was in a big deficit last match. Fedor broken around three racks in the first set. Yap came back to win the match.
Yeah, on his way to be defending his title for the third. Well, he's defending it from 2 years now. Might add a third year to it.
Yeah.
It's pretty strong. We'll be playing at 9 p.m. against Victor Zielinski, so don't leave after this match. Okay, nice square hit, and look at how that one ball ended up.
Yeah, one ball just tracks slowly towards the side pocket. Good result for Allison here. 3-10 combo is going to be a possibility.
Yeah, the 10 is laying a little bit more difficult though. It's not hanging. We'll have to cut the 3 into the 10.
It is missable.
But indeed, what else are you going to play on the 3?
Yeah, and the 2's lying well to get a good angle for the 3-10.
3 rails. Is that speed good? Is it good?
A little too hard, but it's actually okay. She's going to be able to draw above the 5. Just wants to hold the cue ball as much as she can here.
She might be able to. If she can hold it, cue ball, she might be able to play just for the carom.
That
The
too.
310 carom is pretty big if you play with some spin.
Mhm.
If you hit the rail just in front of it, you most likely to spin the 10 ball in.
Kind of got in between the carom and the combo. I'd favor the combo here. Just a question of whether you can hit it thin enough.
I think I'm going to go for the carom.
If you can hit
It's
it
just-
thin enough, I like the carom.
Yeah, and well, especially if you play with the right spin on the cue ball,
That'll help as well.
you're
yeah.
going to make such a big angle of the rail.
Yeah, she's
Looks like she's playing the carom.
yeah, she's so thin that she's not even playing the right, so she's okay here. Yeah, got into it too thick though. It was a very thin hit.
Yeah, still surprised she didn't play with the right. I think it would just increase the odds a little bit.
I know what you mean, yeah, and you know, if it was possible to miss it thick like that, even by hitting it thinly, you think she would play some right. I guess just didn't want to throw the deflection into the equation.
So now she's going to cut the 3 ball into the 8, causing the 3 to stay right there. She will try to find some cover with the 6 and the 9. I think she's got it. Sometimes there is a little window though, and in this case with where the 8 is, that window could be dangerous.
Yeah, there's space between the two. She's looking at it right now, seeing how much of it she can hit. I believe she can get through. Just a question of what parts of the 3 can she hit and what can she do with how much of it she can see. Oh, see enough of it to cut into the 8. Kind of got unlucky to not make it there.
Little roll here. She might have gotten a little roll.
Yeah.
9 ball in the way. That's the big question here.
Kelly's down looking at it. I have a feeling she can make it, and now that she's looking at the position on the 5s, telling you that she can.
Well, also if she plays a little masse, yeah, she's elevating just a little bit.
The cue ball will be spinning the right way. Yeah.
Yeah, she was guaranteed to be on the 5. The only thing I would, well, there is a combo on the 7. The 7 doesn't pass the 8. There is a combo, but I would be questioning the position after on the 7 more than making the combo.
Yeah, the 7's going to have to move to the right off the 8. So you just play the cue ball in a way that you can play the 7 and the 8 in the same corner, moving the cue ball to the right as well. Actually considering the 10 here.
I don't like going for the 10 ball
I
here.
don't either. I think she was just considering it.
I think if she gets back close to where she is now, so the cue ball comes off the rail and the 7 comes to the short rail a little bit, I think you can play a good shape.
Yeah, I like that play.
Maybe a little bit more angle than
She's still looking
this,
at the
though.
10, and actually she just called it.
Well, I'm surprised. This is to win the first set, though.
Nice shot.
Well, and it's in. Kelly Fisher wins the first set, 4-1. Little Risky start, but managed to scrape through, and Allison looks like she's gonna go for a little break, and so are we. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the Michigan Open here in Battle Creek, the Kellogg Arena, presented by Samsung TV Plus. Allison Fisher started the first set breaking, that's why Katie Fisher is now starting the second set. She's won the first set 4-1, and Allison Fisher will have to step it up a little bit in the second set.
Yeah, just a reminder, we're in the redraw stage, so if Allison does win the second set, then it won't go directly to a shootout. They'll be playing a third set, and only if the score is 3 each will they go to a shootout. So Allison's still right in the match. Not much you can do with the cue ball here. Biggest risk is it might clip the 8 and then send the cue ball towards the corner pocket.
Yeah, I think you gotta elevate and try to draw it straight back.
Too tough.
I mean, it's so tough, but what else can you do?
Yeah.
If you float the one ball in, you're gonna be hooked.
Right.
There's not really a safety. I think you gotta wing it.
If she knows there's a chance the cue ball could miss the 8 on the way through, she could get in between the 7 and the rail. You're right, she is playing an elevated play here.
Just looking to.
I thought there was that. That's the only safe I saw. I think she had to play safe there. She was in such a bad spot that she had to play safe.
Oh, worked out quite a bit. Queuing over the 7 ball.
Looks like trying to play the cue ball behind the 10. Up the middle.
Oh, this is looking good.
Yeah, nice shot.
Yeah, really strong shot from Kelly Fisher. Extremely tough, considering the fact she's queuing with such an elevated queue because of the 7.
Yeah. I think there's actually room. Yeah, the jump's fine too, and she has a chance to make the 7 that way. There is a kick going between the 5-8, but looks like she decided on the jump.
I don't like the kick that much from both sides. Yeah, she was trying to hit the left side of the 1, possible carom on the 7, and just barely missed it.
Tied up the 5-9 though.
And the 4-6. Well, there is a combo, but it's not really a straight in one. So, tough run out.
10 ball's kind of near the corner pocket, but none of the other balls are close enough to it that I don't feel like there'll be a combo in this rack. Got a little over top of the 4 here, kind of odd.
If the
Now-
4-6 was really awkward, she could have bumped the 4 ball maybe out a little bit earlier, but
Well, just because how the cue ball and the 1 ended up here, she might actually try to play short side and play the combo. I mean, I don't think she was planning for it when she started the run out, but the way it's lying now, she might take that route. Played it into it.
Oh,
Played it into a pretty good spot there. Couldn't get much better.
I am thinking that 2 ball might go to the corner.
I think she's favoring the combo here. 5-9's
Well,
tied
the
up.
only reason why, I was going to say the only reason why I would shoot the combo is because of the 5-9. But I think she's going to go for the 2 and draw in the 5 ball open. No. Wow, look at the cue ball
I
as
was gonna
well.
say, yeah, you could play it 2 ways beyond the
That's
9. Great shot.
A really good shot from Kelly Fisher. Nice combo and glued that cue ball in case she didn't make it. Yeah, just that very first rack where both players kind of struggled, and then from there, Kelly really found that rhythm.
Yeah, she's been playing well. Had a break and run in the first set.
The Predator Billiard Series, sponsored by Medalla Light, Kamui, Rums of Puerto Rico, presented by Samsung TV Plus, and set up together with Q Sports International, where we're also having the CSI Michigan State Championships. 150 teams this year, more than 1,000 people in the building.
Big break there. Got the 1.
Oh, what a
Two's-
result.
Yeah, 2's going to come out enough to be able to pocket it. Going to have to play this one with a bunch of left spin. Could be a draw and right spin option, but I feel like favoring the left here, just slow rolling
She
it.
could maybe spin just center ball and a lot of spin and go to the right side of the 3.
Yeah,
she
I think it's
could play that.
tough to slow it down, but you're right. She is going to play that way.
Or she's going to the center of the table. No, this one. And the 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 all at the same side of the table. So whenever you get to that 6 ball, yeah, you go down and you have the other 4 balls lined up. So not crazy much traveling to do, but she's needs to make sure she's maintaining the angle, which sounds really easy, but it's sometimes pretty tough to do.
Of course.
Three rails? No, 2 rails.
Might be a bit too much angle to go 2 rails forward. Might have to stun it back, but yeah, it's just straight enough that she can spin it around.
Yeah, I got perfect. Glue to the rail makes, in this case, a nice angle to get to the center of the table. Just wondering, I'm guessing the 8 does go in the bottom left corner.
Yeah, I think
so
it goes in both pockets.
So you can go around it then for the 8 in the same pocket as the 7.
I like that track. Might have to draw this one, which makes the exact cue ball control a little tougher, but she's got a fair bit of room over there. One rail safer there. Playing nicely into the 9. Another break and run for Kelly.
Yeah, she's been playing flawless. So, 2-0. And then again, I mentioned this earlier this week. If I would be Allison Fisher right now, there's no way you can be really disappointed at yourself.
No, you're making half mistakes, and then your opponent's making or breaking and running a rack. You know, you can feel defeated by the score line, but you got to hang in there because you can do the same thing back and level the match so quickly, right?
Yeah, but Kelly's also been playing really strong, so
Yeah.
you know you cannot really hold your opponent down.
Hitting the break with great speed. Yourself a good chance to fluke a ball. Didn't get one that time.
But left the hook on the 1.
Yeah. Could play an aggressive jump safe here. Just looking for the distance push option. I don't mind this idea, leaving the right side of the 1. Forcing our opponent to try to get the cue ball back behind the 10.
It's got to go all the way to the rail, though. Anything shorter, I was going to say anything shorter might hook her, and she's left. She's hooked herself. Yeah, I am considering not playing this. That 10 ball looks like it's in the way.
Really depends if she can catch the edge. If she can catch the edge, she can still get out of it. If you have to swerve this, it's very tough to control over a long distance. Staying to the center of the cue ball, though.
I'm kicking at this. Hit the right side, push the 1 next to the 5-8, trying to get something in between.
Yeah, there's a decent amount of cover on the right side of the table there, so if she does kick at it and kind of hit the right side of the 1 off the rail, good things can happen. She had the edge. I mean, that was the risk of hitting that edge, not being able to spin the cue ball, or not having enough of the edge as if the cue ball was coming back towards the 2.
Just wondering if that 2 ball goes in any other pockets, then
Yeah, I feel like she had to try to run into it there, playing some left spin, elevated. Cue ball just over deflected on her. One pass to the 7. Allison's got to take this chance now. First mistake from Kelly in about 5 or 6 racks, so she knows the initiative is on her. Look at that. Didn't have a full pocket.
yeah, and also had to play it the scary speed
Right.
to hold a cue ball. That usually also takes some accuracy away.
Got into it a little too much. Would have helped to hit one of those balls, but didn't end up hitting anything. 2 balls make a ball in the left pocket. Cue ball's going to be hard to control if she tries that shot.
She still can go forward 3 rails for the 3 in the bottom left. I think that's what I would play. Or just stop spin and go around the 9 and take a little longer 3 to the bottom
I
left.
see that, yeah.
Well, the 2 ball's not in. And straight in on the 2.
Yeah,
3 next to it. This is a huge chance.
yeah, Allison's got to take this one. I guess it's a little closer than it looks from up here. To me, it looks like there's enough space to make the 2, but she's just down checking the angle. Good shot. She's off to the races here. 5, 6, 7 are all fairly close to pockets. 8's close to a pocket. Tough to see quite how sharp it is. Maybe a little too sharp to play in the side. If she doesn't go in the side, she can get below the 7. Start bringing the cue ball, moving the cue ball towards the 10 and back towards the 8.
Yeah, just drop this in soft. Can still choose to draw up for the 7 in the side. Some others would just stun over for the 7 in the top right corner.
Yeah, I like the side. I think there's a lot of angles where you end up getting, you're going to be able to draw the cue ball right across table if you get straight enough. Just take a cross table track with the cue ball towards the 8. You're right, though. Little straight.
Yeah, well, she is looking at the 8 to the side, though, so in that case, it kind of works out. If she had to stun all the way over for the corners, then she got a little straight.
Nice pure stroke on that ball. Good forward rotation, got close to it. One rail back towards the 10, and she's on the board here.
Yeah, it's time to go for Allison Fisher. Needs to make something happen. Still trailing 2-1.
Be nice if she could throw in a break and run here, just get her confidence back up to where it needs to be. Coming up at 9 o'clock, we're going to have the men's final. Aloysius Yap against Victor Zielinski. Yap was down 1 set against Fedor Gorst. Came back and won the last 2.
So let's see if she can make something happen on the break.
Made one on the side.
And perfect bump. Oh, that's 6-ball.
Yeah.
Spoiled the party.
Might want to stay aggressive here. Think about staying aggressive as the 3 is going to be tough behind with the 9 being blocking a lot of the angles that she needs.
Yeah, if she goes for the 1-6 combo, the 1 is going to stay off the 7 right there. So not super tough to play position on, but like you said, the 3-ball definitely needs some extra work. Might be the reason to play safe here.
Good save. Took away the shortest rail towards kicking. Left enough room to jump though, and Kelly's going to take it.
Well, it was already tough to make the 1. Let's also say to get on the 2.
Yeah. Left enough of the 1 to pocket it here, I think. And Allison's gonna go at it. Naturally gonna leave distance between the cue ball and the 1, even if she misses. So, and nice natural angle to come over to the short side of the 2.
Oh, she's overcut it. And look at the cue ball.
Yeah, because she overcut it, she got in the corner there.
Oh, another huge roll here. Then again, that 3-ball still needs some extra work, but now she's starting with ball in hand here, Kelly, so she could be placing herself perfect on the 2 to at least get there.
If you run into the 9, the cue ball will continue on towards the 2, but it's risky of...
You're gambling a lot there.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's looking to go 3 fouls. I like this. If she can stick the cue ball on the bottom part of the 10, blocking the both the long rails, and get the 1, 2 rails behind the 6, 7.
Yeah.
If she can get that done, and it looks to me that both the distances in speed look pretty doable as well.
Yeah, so just something to note for amateur players. I mean, if you're going to play 3 fouls, try to play the second foul, the ball that you're playing safe on, try to play it near other balls, so the third foul is going to be easier. She changed her mind on that one, though. There is an angle where she can pocket the 3.
Yeah, it's not like it doesn't go, but it's such a small window and could get pretty tough.
Like even there, she has to be thinner than where she is right now. Got to the proper spot. Cue ball's going to be traveling across pretty quickly here. Probably can slow it down enough to the point that you only play at 2 rails.
Yeah, I think 2 rails she'll be able to be close to straight on the 5. Didn't really put any right spin on there. I felt she was just playing center ball, and on the newer cloth, if you play that with top spin, it's always bending more forward.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened there.
Staying aggressive here, trying to bank the 5 in.
Not sure if she can hold the cue ball unless she's really playing at the speed that...
Ooh, that went wrong.
I'm kind of surprised. I think I would have liked to play safe on the 5.
I didn't mind the save, especially where she's at in the match, and Allison's struggling a little bit. Just kind of keep her on her heels. I mean, she was trying to bank it short of the pocket and kind of play a bit of a 2-way element to it. But this is what can happen when you try that bank.
Oh, she hit this firm.
She's okay.
When she struck the ball, she felt like, oh, what
Yeah.
have I done?
Yeah.
But it's okay. She just got there. And yeah, if she can get nicely on the 8 to the side. Doesn't have to play that, but
Yeah, it's bordering on being a little sharp on the side, but moving the cue ball less here, I think she'll take that option.
it's either that or play this with draw and shoot the 8 in the same pocket as the 7 and the 6.
Mm-hmm. She had enough angle to come above it. It's a good shot there. Got perfect.
No. 2 rails forward.
It's 2
Or
rails
gonna
forward
draw
or
straight over.
yeah, draw. Just to level the match at 2-all. Right back in it now.
Yeah, quite the comeback.
Just a reminder that if Allison wins the second set, we'll be playing a third set, and only if it goes hill-hill will there be a shootout. Haven't seen a shootout on the TV table today.
No, me neither. Well, everybody is definitely trying to stay away from the shootout as well.
Oh, yeah.
Can be very nerve-wracking, and you know, spectators always look at it and go, "What are they doing? They just are shooting one shot. It's extremely easy." Well, you should try a couple of those tournaments. It's not easy at all. Breaking from the other side, though.
One's going to go safe. Kelly's going to have a look at it.
Oh, and I do like to shoot the 1 into the 6 and go around the 8. Bring the cube all the way down.
Yeah, if you play any other shots, the 1's kind of banking into the 3, so and you wouldn't want that. You might be able to get the 1 going left of the 3 and just kind of slow roll the cue ball behind the 8. But I like your shot.
Well, didn't need the flick of the 4. Has left the kick over the top short rail. Or maybe a small edge on the 1.
Yeah.
But I don't really see her cutting the 1 from here, though.
Yeah, I mean, she'll leave distance if she tries to cut it, and it could be one of those shots where the only part of the 1 that you can see is actually going to cut the ball in. Tough to tell here. If not, she will be able to play some kind of kick. I think she's going to go at it. I mean, she's going to leave distance.
Yeah, she also had to spin the cue ball with left spin to really get it down table.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably why she caught it a little bit thicker than she wanted to.
Yeah, or maybe even to avoid one of the balls blocking the 1. Have to play a small swerve on it.
I think that 3 ball still got there though, but she will be able to kick the 1 down table, and I think she also has a maybe chance to get behind the 8.
Yeah. Focus here will be to get the cue ball behind the 8. Stuck the cue ball. Good things can happen here, and they did.
Yeah, main thing was try to get a thicker contact, send it down. Well, that worked. Yeah, how much can you see? And even if you can see a little splash of the left side of the one,
It's not really
I-
helping you.
yeah, don't really like it from there. I think she's looking to shoot the 1 into the 4 and then the cue ball 3 rails around.
Yeah, you could open up the cue ball all the way around the 10. That
I
track was there. You just had to hit the shot a lot harder.
Yeah, she under hit the ball for sure.
Big spot for Kelly. Try to take back advantage of the match here.
Well, and possibly.
Oh, look at that. Tried to kick the 2 over towards the left pocket, just didn't catch it thickly enough.
I was just gonna say possibly to get on the double hill for a spot in the semifinal, but we will have to wait a little bit to think about all that. Yeah, I think she will play both the long rails, just the opposite sides. Cue ball behind the 5.
Didn't
We'll
get
need to
it.
go. Didn't get it. No.
Allison's going to be playing the 2 ball around the center of the table and using 10-9-7 line.
Could also go the other way around. Cut the 2 to the bottom rail.
If she can see that side of it, yeah.
Think so, and then get the cue ball to go 2 rails behind the 8.
Yeah.
She's done this really good.
Nice shot. Didn't realize she could see the right side of it there.
Well, I think playing this way, you will always leave a kick shot, so it's easier for Kelly to hit it. On your shot, if you bring the 2 in the center of the table, it will be more difficult to get there.
Yeah. So it's always a good
But
idea to play safe behind a ball that's near a rail too. Like she had the chance to get right behind the 8 the way she played it.
Good hit, and well, hasn't left something easy. Of course, there is a cut, but it's not something.
I think she'll go at it. I think she'll
Just checking the angles to play position too. She might have to go.
3 rails around the outside of the 3.
Yeah, but you gotta go get just past the side, and there's a scratch. And this way, she was just gonna end up on the bottom side.
Yeah, just kind of played it in between there. I like that track, but just extending it back all the way to shoot the 3 in the left corner pocket. Does she have space between the 6-4?
Yeah, I think she can make the 3, but then again, she's most of it on the rail. She will either have to elevate a lot to stun back out.
Nice hit.
Yeah, this is a great shot
That's
from
good.
Allison Fisher.
Yeah, that'll get her right back in the match. Great shot there.
Yeah, a lot of people always think these ladies are related. It's not true. Just happened to be 2 Fishers.
Can miss the 8 just to the left here. Play the cue ball with some right spin. Come directly back at the 6. Crossing the angle a little more this way. She got out nicely.
Going forward, 2 rails. Just a hair of left. No, no left. I was gonna put that little bit of left just to stay away from the rail.
I think she did, but the speed she hit it at the spin kind of ran out a little bit by the time it got to the object ball. Cue ball's kind of running towards the 9 here, but she'll cheat the pocket in a way that she's not going to get behind it.
Or play a little bit more speed and bump it. No, she's good. To get on the hill first, Allison Fisher.
Good comeback after being down 2-0 in this set. Got perfect on the 9. This 10's going to put her on the hill in the second set. Kelly won the first set. Haven't seen a break and run from Allison, I don't think yet. But
No,
now,
I think also the times where she made a ball, she didn't really get a nice shot, like the one where she got straight on the one ball but had to elevate and draw, and she decided to play safe. No, I think if she gets a little bit more roll there, she also gets going a little bit more. That's usually if you get something after the break, you start to break and play well as well.
sure. Yeah, I mean, yeah, she's made balls on probably over half the breaks, or minimum half. So she is a threat. Just got to get a good shot on the one. Not going to get anything this time.
Well, and has left a chance on this one ball. I think you can cut the one and run into the 8 to stop the cue ball there for the 2 in the side pocket.
Yeah, ideally, if the cue ball runs into the 8 here, that'll be a good play. Might be going a little bit to the left of it, but just take the angle a little more thinly if that's what you feel could happen. Oh, she missed the 8.
Yeah, she looked surprised as well.
Yeah, she never thought she could get to that side of it, probably.
Well, probably she cut the one just a little bit thinner,
Yeah.
and that just happens to happen at times. Now, she can go aggressive again, make the 2. She's aiming for it, and then run into the 3.
I think you have to run into the 3 here.
If you can add a kind of full bump on it, you can have the 3 in the same corner. Oh, she played it with top, and
That's tricky to pocket that ball when you're playing it at that speed.
well, and also I think the scratch was really close. She got it a little bit thicker now, but it was a scary way to shoot the shot.
It was a game winner if she made it.
Yeah, true. Allison called the bank. I think also quite aggressive. I think she's also playing to get the cue ball behind the 3 just in case.
Yeah, two-way element on the 3. Great shot
Oh,
there.
hit it great, yeah, and she got perfect on the 3 ball.
Three, four, five, six are lying nicely. Make her a favor to run the rest of this rack. Got a little too much angle going to the right here. If she can slow the cue ball down, she definitely will. I think if you slow roll at it, you can hold it. Might have to stun all the way up to the rail. Just misjudged the speed there. Small chance of kicking the 5 in the corner pocket here. Hitting half ball, kicking the 5 that way is going to bring the cue ball back towards the 6. It's going to leave it in the open. Big chance for Kelly here.
This could be a really close second set right here. Kelly can get it together. This will be hill-hill. She'll be playing just for one rack to get to the semifinal. And Allison, one step closer to the airport.
Yeah, not too many problems left in this rack.
I think she's got a nice angle to draw straight down table to the right side of the 7. Just doesn't want to be straight. Yeah, It's funny how pool players do this kind of weird small motion sometimes. You know, they know, no, not straight, not straight. Okay, okay, it's good.
They know where the trouble's at, and they're
Yeah.
trying to lean away from it. Yeah.
I think she's okay. I think she can kill the cue ball to the center of the table to follow. Ooh.
Almost missed it. That inside rail still playing loose enough.
Well, and she's gone a little bit further on the 9. I think she might be just okay to go to the third diamond and take a more cut on the 10.
I think she
I
might-
wouldn't blame her to go with topspin and go to the other
I
side.
have a feeling she's going to cross it over. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a little more positive way, a little
Yeah.
better attitude to play it this way.
Makes pocketing the 10 much easier as well.
Oh, and there it goes.
Hill, hill.
Such a big chance this was for Kelly, and she took it. Allison might be kicking herself here.
Yeah, just got a little wrong angled on the 4. Had to move the cue ball a lot more than she wanted, and crossing the angle a little bit, just didn't get the speed quite right. If Allison wins this game, we'll be playing a third set.
Kelly has been breaking pretty well so far, making quite some balls.
Yeah, I feel like she's a favorite to make a ball here. Hit it well, made the 1 on the side. That's good break.
Well, yeah, that 2 ball could have been a little nicer.
2's not going to cooperate there, yeah. Can't push to a jump here. Other pushes are a little tough because the 6 is near it, so you got to be aware of the opponent playing safe, doing something with the 6. Round where she's at, I don't mind. Only safe back from there would be cutting the 2 thinly to the right, using the 3/6 blockers, but kind of shot that you could mess up. So it's a decent thought on the push here.
Yeah, I don't really like it much though. I think I would pass on this. You could maybe shoot the 2 on the left side of the 6, so it moves a little bit more up, and then bring the cue ball down behind the 10.
I see that, yeah.
I mean, it's quite some finesse.
What you're trying to avoid here is cutting the 2 in a way that it hits the 6 and just stays over the side pocket.
Yeah, if you hit the 6 full in the face, it's gonna stay.
Yeah.
So has to really flick off the 6 up. Oh, she's
She's going to roll onto it?
Either roll or is she gonna play double kiss?
Roll on. Oh, it is a double kiss. Whoa, that's
Yeah,
so tough to control that
she
shot.
just caught it a hair not straight on the face.
Mhm. It's
I
tough
mean,
to control that
it's
one.
really tough, but I think there was a shot she was trying to play to get
Yeah.
it just out of there and get the 3 in between, but so tough.
Well, Allison's got the chance here. The 2 does pass the 5. Cue ball's coming across 2 rails.
Yeah, 3 ball in the top right corner, and besides that, not really much more work. This is it.
Yeah.
She can get straight on the 3. I think the 4 goes.
It does.
So, and otherwise you can go real into the 7. So
Yeah, might have to use the off the 7, but she'll be fine there. Ooh, then gonna get a little bit tougher on the 3 than she wanted.
yeah, I wasn't thinking
To the
she had
3rd rail.
so much angle, but apparently she did.
I mean, you can load this ball up with left spin, but that's a very tough shot. Could draw all the way around 3 rails as well. maybe just straight back and forth, not as much left. Take a little more cut on the 4. Man, she put a bunch of
Oh.
left on it and hit it perfect. What a shot.
Yeah, if she can make the 4 and get to the center of the table here, you will have to favor her getting out, and that would mean we're in for a third set.
Yeah, a little bit of right spin. I'll track her around the 8. Nice shot.
Yeah, perfect.
She's out of the woods now.
Now, how is she feeling under the pressure?
Yeah, just stay in line. Make all the shots easy enough that you can't even feel the pressure, right? Got a little too much angle here where she's going to have to maneuver the cue ball a little bit. Pocketing it thinly is going to make the cue ball miss the 9 on the left of it, but she can also draw over to the short rail. Good shot. 1 rail out for the same pocket, maybe 2 if you want to go the thin route. We'll kind of favor the thin route here, just
I think
avoid
I like
hitting the 9.
Twice a long rail thin, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she definitely stepped up her game from, if you compare it to the first set. And also, she was down 2-0 in this set.
She was,
so
yeah, so strong comeback. She made that elevated 4 ball in the corner. That was one of the best shots of the set for sure. A couple shots that had to go in and answered the call.
yeah, there it is. To extend the match, actually. This is to go to the deciding set. And it's in, so we're going to have the deciding set soon after a little break, so we'll be right back. I need to get some snack or something.
I'm okay though for snacks.
reinforcements. Just in case we really get another hour. Yeah.
Match is still going. No shot clock on the outer tables. Women aren't afraid to play slow. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, actually, every match is still going. This is the fourth one.
And that's the only thing I would love for pool to. Born ready. And welcome back to a really close match here between Kelly Fisher and Allison Fisher, not related. Going to the third set, and pretty strong comeback in the last set from Allison Fisher, being down 2-0, winning the set 4-3. Now breaking in the third set.
If the score goes 3 each in this set, we'll be going to a shootout. I think Kelly has the left side of the 1 here. Cuba will be tracking back to the left side of the table. Could play a really touchy shot trying to get the cue ball behind the 3.
I don't think she can see the 1 though. Don't think so.
Just gonna push it over. So there actually has this.
I'm expecting her from there to at least be able to kick at it.
Can definitely see the left side of the 1 now, but giving it back.
For a second, she looked surprised. Oh, do I get back? Really?
Mm-hmm. Tricky part about this safe is you're leaving the 1 right in the open by the right corner pocket. Oh, she could hit it full enough to bring it back.
Oh, and that point might, I was going to say, might help her out.
It did.
I think it did, yeah. This will be tough to hit too, with all the congestion around it.
Only has the far left edge of the 1. Doesn't really even have the short rail to kick into that space there. She's going to go right at it. If she hits it with draw, there's a chance to kind of come back up table off the 9.
Well, she needs to play.
Yes.
Oh, and she's opened up the whole rack. Well,
just
most
the
of it,
8-10
just the
left.
8-10, yeah.
But opened up a lot of the congestion there.
Well, what I would like to play now is shoot the 1, run into the 8-10 softly, just a small bump. You're always going to have the 2, and the 3 is hanging, so
yeah, definitely.
just one good shot.
Open up the problem early here, for sure. See, I was surprised she took a stunning angle into it. I would have took more of a natural angle into it. She got away with it. But hitting the 8 would have been safer there. Two rails forward. Rest of the rack is lying pretty nice. 8 passes the 9. Just play a stop shot on the 7.
Well, stop shot here too.
Yeah.
Crossover for the 5 in the left side bucket. Shouldn't be too much trouble, but a mistake is easily made somewhere. Gotta stay sharp. And these are long days.
Staying in line good so far.
Yeah, probably gonna draw maybe a ball or 2 back.
Take the 3-rail forward option on the 6.
Yeah, I like that. Also, to judge the speed a little bit better, you will have to. You need an angle on the 7. I like it better to go forward and feel the speed a little bit better than playing it with stun.
I agree. She got a little too much angle, though, to play that. She could still play the forward shot, but the only reason she's drawing it is she got a little bit more angle than I think she was playing for.
Well, she's also a player that likes these kind of shots anyways.
Yeah, she leads into stunning the ball a lot.
Usually if I stun the ball like this, then it goes a little bit faster. That's to where I like to go forward.
Snooker background, stun the ball a little more.
A little bit on the rail, but she'll be okay.
Yeah, still stayed in line fairly well.
If you're scared to get close to the 10, just make sure you have enough speed on the cue ball. Well, she didn't get close, so.
Yeah, natural angle was the line to the left of it.
Yeah, but sometimes you have an angle to where you might run a little bit into the 10. Well, then I'm shooting it with more pace.
Mm-hmm.
So, first blood, Kelly Fisher. Yeah, nice run out.
She did have a break and run in the first set. Be nice to pad her lead here with another one. She's hitting the break hard. I think she has a good chance to make a ball.
Yeah, overall, I think Kelly has been breaking a little better than Allison. A little bit more energy into the ball.
Yeah, she's going with that full body stand up.
Or at least based on the results so far. I think it shows.
Nice hit. Lots of movement.
Oh,
Six
six on
almost
the
went
point,
in.
and she left the one right in front of the corner.
She'll be able to slow the cue ball down for the 2 in the side. Just play some left spin.
Well, and if she wants to, there's a 3-10 combo, which is tough though. It's lined up quite difficult.
Yeah, it's off angle.
Just depending on how do you get on the 2.
Right.
If you can get nice on the 2 to go to the short side of the 3, sure. But sometimes you don't really have the luxury to get that perfect.
Oh, she was that thin that she felt like she had to go up table, but no pocket for the 2 at that point.
Was she trying to roll up on the 8?
Yeah, just going to use the 8 as a blocker here. I really felt like you could slow down the cue ball and shooting the 1 there, but Allison would have known. Left a chance of the 2 here, I think.
Yeah, I think that 2 ball does go, and if you don't make it, you overcut and you bring the cue ball down anyway. So it's either gonna be safe or you make it and you get on the short side of the 3.
Yeah, cue ball's leading back into the left side of the table here, back into the short side of the 3. You have to play it to the left of the 8, though. It's going to kind of come back a little tight.
Oh. Yeah, that was exactly not the bump she was trying to get.
Yeah,
she just pushes to a lot tougher shot to the side.
It's still makeable. I feel like she's got to try it. Just trust her fundamentals on this one. Didn't even try it. Played the 3 nice and safe. If Allison can hit the left side of it, she can cut it towards the 7 and use the 4-9 as blockers. Okay. Ideally, the 10 would be the biggest blocker if she can get right behind it.
In case she can't see the 3, she might still be able to go real first with right spin. push the 3 over to the 7 and still bring the cue ball down.
Yeah, the cue ball will be tracking towards the 6 at that point as well. She could hit it that full.
Oh, there is a window.
Yeah.
What a chance for Kelly Fisher.
I feel like you got to play the 4 in the top right pocket. Floating across the position line. Just takes good speed feel here.
Oh.
Got the proper bump.
She can not complain about this.
Yeah.
Still awkward position though. She might run into the 9. Tough to avoid. So I might play with topspin and play the bump half ball on the 9. Go into the rail and come back out.
She will. And if she could hit it thick enough, even to stick the cue ball there will work as well. I do feel the cue ball playing over to the left side. Whoa, had to beat the shot clock there. Had no extension. Look, she just fired it in. Beat it by maybe a half second.
That was
Whoa.
that was impressive.
Yeah.
I'm actually.
That was literally a quick fire on that one.
Yeah, if anybody was wondering why she got that nickname, you've seen it right there.
But, you know, rushing so much, she lost the position on the shot.
Yeah, was trying to get the 8 and the 9 in between. Has left a shot on the 5. Still not a gimme. Cutting it thin. Not easy to get on the 6. But I think you gotta have to try her kind of close.
Yeah, position's fairly natural.
Or she's gonna try and stick the cue ball with the 9 and bank the 5 2 rails down table.
I didn't like that. Tough to hide the 5 there. If you were going to play some kind of safe, you could have cut the 5 to the left a little more along the short rail. Try to get the 10 and 8, 9 involved. Did leave her safe enough that Kelly has to play safe again.
Kelly might be able to bank the 5 ball to the top left corner and play position on the 6.
Play a 2-way.
Yeah.
Backed off.
But I have a feeling there's a little bit of nerves in between now because they know this is a big game.
Yeah, Kelly's a little flustered by almost being beat by the shot clock there too, so. Allison's got to take control back. Can try to get the cue ball behind the 10 here. Good shot. Gonna leave a jump, but a low percentage one.
Yeah, and not even guaranteed to be on the 6.
Yeah, cue ball could run in the 8. Worst thing is that it misses it to the left. Looks like the 5's going to come around. Straight in chance for Allison now. This will be to level the score at 1 each. If it does go 3-3, we'll be going to a shootout.
Kelly a little frustrated. She knew she had a great opportunity this rack. Nice position on the 2, and then yeah, basically the shot clock got her.
Yeah, just lost relevance of the shot clock. Made her play a shot that she didn't want to play. Lucky that she even got the shot off. Allison's in good line here. Bit of right spin, hold the angle straight enough on the 8.
She left herself a little more angle on the 8. So I'm guessing she's going to play with inside and play the 9 in the same corner as the 8 still.
I like that. Gotta hit it at too slow of a speed to hold on the same side of the table.
The only thing though is, yeah, well, spinning the ball on a cut, you might once in a while miss it. Well, she played it even double speed.
Yeah.
Not scared to use an extra rail. And I think she's got close to straight, but just enough to get to the short rail and come a little bit out.
Yeah, cue ball's traveling to the right a little bit, going on the proper direction overall.
Or she's stopping the cue ball and taking a little longer 10. Yeah.
One in each, one set apiece, one each in the third set.
Yeah, what a steal. Allison Fisher. Leveling the score 1 each. If we level 3 each in this set, we'll go to the deciding shootout. And that would be a very big shootout for a spot in the semifinal here in the Predator Michigan Open. Our Pro Billiard Series sponsors: Medalla Light, Kamui, Rums of Puerto Rico, presented by Samsung TV Plus, and together with Q Sports International with their state championships, Michigan State Championships here. Great crowds we are having here this week.
Made the 1
Oh.
almost. 10 almost went. Got the 5 though. There's enough room between the 1 and the rail to avoid the scratch. Gonna probably have to play the 3 in the long pocket, which is okay.
I don't think there is much room between the 1 and the side on the rail. I think she might have to float it in, go just a little bit more forward. It will mean she will have to slow roll
Yeah, it's a
the
slow
1 ball
roll.
in though.
It's a slow roll play for sure, but I feel like she's gonna go at it.
Oh, you have to.
Fear of the scratch got her there a little bit. Looks like there is room between the 8-7 to pocket the 1.
Yeah, I think there's a window. Just then again, like you mentioned, that 3 ball is a little work, needs to go to the top left, and from this position, I don't favor her to get straight on the 2.
Yeah, if she follows it, she could get straight. Just got to make sure you hit it with enough speed. Thick contact on the 1.
Well, she did not get straight. Did she just get enough to still be able to play with inside?
Good enough. Yeah, you can play some right on it and get straight. You don't want to be perfectly straight on the 3 anyways. Having a little bit of angle with the cue ball going to the left's okay.
Yeah, very nicely done. Has 2 options here. Could stun for the 4 in the top right, or could play with, well, top and maybe a hair of inside to float forward for the 4 in the side pocket or the bottom right pocket.
I'd
so
favor the left, but as we talked about earlier, she likes to stun the ball.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now 1 rail. Close to the center of the table is okay. Doesn't have to get all the way up.
Little thin. I feel like she'll still roll at 1 rail. If she doesn't feel confident in that,
I think she's close enough to be able to play with just that little spin to kill the ball.
Yeah.
If you're further away, then it gets scary. Now it's just okay.
Good shot. Got straighter than she'd like, but can draw straight back, keeping the extension on for 2 shots here. Cue ball's traveling nicely towards the 9. Can take the lead back 2-1.
Yeah, I'm expecting a shootout, to be honest.
It's looking that way. Neck and neck the whole way.
But for now, it will be Kelly Fisher in the lead, 2-1. Yeah, Kelly, who did have a good opportunity 2 racks ago. Oh, a rack ago, where she had that shot clock thing. Otherwise, she had a really good chance to go 3-0 up.
Yeah, recovered nicely though in this rack.
Yeah, she didn't really let it affect her in any bad ways. She just, well, she accepted it and moved forward. Can't change the past. Won't be able to change the future.
Mm-hmm. She's made the 1 a couple times in the side. Look for the 1 traveling towards the side pocket here. Went short of the side pocket this time, but the 7's going to go.
Yeah, and no window for the 1.
Yeah, no
But
space past the 3.
Couple safety opportunities though.
Yeah, I feel like just playing the cue ball behind the 4 here.
You can also go 1 into the rail, open up the 1 and the 3, and then roll up on the 4, just forward.
I see that. You'd want him.
It's like you're making the 1 ball in the corner and then following up.
Yeah, just like that.
Nicely done. Just a little bit more stick would be nice.
Yeah, left the left side rail here. Allison's going to be hitting this ball. Kind of tough to kick safe off this one.
Well, at least she's keeping the pressure on Allison, though. That's the main thing.
Yeah. Still put herself in a spot where when she gets back to the table, it could be something very offensive for her. Open up the 3 ball as well. Missed the whole ball. Played it with some running spin and open up the cue ball too much.
Just wondering how much has she tied up the 8?
Yeah, you're going to have to get the cue ball in a pretty specific area, but she's going to be able to make it in the corner. 6 is lying not bad for getting the cue ball in that small area. Looks like she's going to go 1 rail at this. That's okay. On a good line back towards the 2, playing the 1 rail. Can draw the cue ball over to the right here.
Also, getting on the 4 is not a gimme, though. We'll
Yeah.
have to be quite straight on the 3.
Yeah, I feel like she's going to take it in the long pocket just because the 5's blocking too much of the angle to play it in the short pocket.
Well, she's got nice on the 3 to do that. Now forward, might be able to just bump the left long rail softly.
Nice play there. Left herself some angle to get back off the rail. Have to play a fair bit of speed to get back in the side. Might lay off the speed a little bit and take the 5 in the corner. Probably air towards.
I think just plain stun, center ball. Oh, she went forward. Okay. Probably just because of the pocket speed. She might have felt that if she hit it a little bit thicker, it would still slide in this way. If you play stun, you might rattle it.
Yep.
So now I think this is key shot. If she can get just the perfect amount of draw on this to leave herself that small angle to stun over naturally.
Yeah, where the 5 is actually lies into a good angle to stun over, and she's got it.
Such a big rack to be on the hill first, at least. That way she's guaranteeing at least a shootout, not a
Yes.
direct loss.
Yeah.
Yeah. She's got nicely on the 8.
Nice hit. I like taking the more aggressive route there. It's a good play. I'm going to play this with some right spin, try to get closer to the 10. You could cross it all the way over to the other side of the table, too. Went for that option.
Yeah, close to perfect. Can't see her missing this.
Yeah, 3-1. Staring her right in the face. Nice play.
Yeah, this was a tricky layout, though. So she's managed really nicely, and I feel it has been up and down a little bit sometimes. Like now she's running out a really tricky layout, and then sometimes she has a really decent one, and then something strange seems to happen.
Probably have to up her play level a little bit if she wants to win the tournament, but playing well overall.
Well, and for now, it seems to be just okay, so can't always play your best.
Sure, got to find a way to win sometimes. Working out so far. One's always threatening the side pocket, but not always going in. Made another ball, though.
And I think that one more goes.
It's close. I would say you can throw it in with some right spin,
Yeah.
which is going to play you nicely over for the 2 as well. 3-9 combo isn't perfectly lined up, but well enough that she'll be okay there.
But I think that 6 ball might have been just close enough to that rail that it might not go to the side no more. And
Yeah.
that could be playing a huge role in this wreck.
Yeah, the 6 is in a bad spot for sure. I feel like considering playing the 5 off the 6 to open the 6 up a little bit. I think that's got to be the play, right? Unless somehow the 6 is available, which it looks like it's not. Three is going to move a little bit to the right off the combo on the 9. She's looking at the angle there on the 6. Kind of looked at it like she can make it. I mean, if there's room, it's so close to the pocket that it is makeable. Oh, moved it.
I'm wondering, was she trying to move the 6 or was she trying to open up the combo?
No, she's definitely trying to move the 6, but I just like playing the 5 off the 6.
I think I'm like that better. I'm just wondering what if she really didn't like the combo and she was trying to do that.
Maybe. Yeah, it's off angle.
I
But
think she's playing safe here too. Get the 5 and the, oh no, 7. Okay, I was thinking go back and get the 5 and the 6 involved.
I saw that. Got her on 90% of the 3, if not all of it.
Well, and she put Allison in her chair for a little bit too.
Mm-hmm.
That really takes its toll at times.
That was close to no rail unless the cue ball comes over anyways. It did. Yeah, they're both acknowledging that it would have been no rail if the cue ball didn't hit there.
Yeah, actually a pretty good roll.
Yeah, I mean, if she gives up ball in hand, Kelly's a real big favorite to run the rack. Where it stands, it's too tough to play position on the 5. She could slow roll it and play the 5 in the bottom right corner pocket. Very tough shot on the 3, though. She's thinking about banking the 3 around. 3 rails and using the, trying to get it lined up with the 5, 6, 7. That was a decent shot, but she just hit it a little thin.
Well,
would you ever consider giving this back? There's no obvious safe here.
the only thing I'm wondering, she might be able.
Yeah, she just
If
gave.
if you play this with draw, do you think you can still make the 5 inside?
Good
The
call.
5 is gonna get forward motion because of the draw. And you're gonna catch it thick. It's just gonna gamble a little bit with 6.
She's not looking at that yet, but I feel like it could be an option. She's looking at it now, and she
Yeah.
called it.
What else do you play here? Good call from you too. Oh, and there
Nice
it is.
play.
And now,
Allison didn't quite see that one. It was tough to see, but
oh, and then the flick of the 8 gave her good,
Yeah.
decent shape on the 6.
yeah,
So
that was the variable. How it was going to end up on the 6, and it did end up in a spot where she can run the rest of the rack now.
well, I'm not sure if Allison had a look at that shot as well.
I just didn't like it. Yeah.
So needs one more good shot. It's a big shot though. It's not easy to bring this 4 rails around.
Yeah, it's either run into the 7 or play 4 rails. I
I think she'll play. Oh,
slow roll that. Got to be confident to slow roll a ball like that.
oh, now one more shot like this, but then on the rail.
Yeah.
But on the other side, at least she gets to shoot to win the match here. 3 balls left for a spot in the semifinals.
Nice pot.
We'll have to move the cue ball 2 rails forward still. And there it goes.
What a shot in the last rack from Kelly to pull out the win here.
Yeah, you will have to favor her making this spot in the semifinal. And there it goes. Kelly Fisher scrapes through. Played a couple great racks and beat Allison Fisher 2-1 in sets. We'll see her tomorrow in the semifinal. At 9 p.m. we'll have the men's final between Aloysius Japp and Victor Zielinski. So make sure you don't go anywhere. And this was Eric Goorlijfsson and myself, Tim de Ruiter. Thank you and see you later.
Thanks, guys.